got a show for you today. We've got belly dancing, gorgeous models, and stunning fashions. But there is a difference. Our belly dancer weighs 300 pounds, our models weigh up to 200 pounds, and our designer fashions and lingerie go up to size 28. And they are the hottest and sexiest fashions you have ever seen. Well, but first, by day, she's a school teacher, but by night, she says she lets it all hang out. When the music turns on, so does Rhonda. Please welcome Ronda Wood. That, huh? What do you think about Rhonda?
I think that,
Woo! Thank you.
What I think that people shouldn't be put off by what they see hanging. They should be put off by nothing like that. They should accept the person as they are.
So do you think she's sexy like that?
I do.
All right, what do you think? Okay, what do you think? All right, tell me.
I think she's really sexy and courageous, actually.
Wait, hold on. I couldn't hear you, go ahead.
I said I think she's sexy and courageous.
And courageous, all right. Rhonda.
Yes.
You are a school teacher.
Yes, first grade.
Have you ever had a school teacher like that? First grade.
Yes.
And you love dressing up like this?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I first started taking belly dance class about 6 or 7 years ago. And at first, a few of my friends were getting together and we wanted the exercise. We thought it was a real sexy thing to do. But, we're just going to exercise and learn more about our bodies. But we got caught up. I say sometimes we got seduced by the sequins. We started planning our costumes and dressing up and performing. And it's been performances ever since. And now I teach belly dance.
But let me just ask you, the way you feel about yourself, you think you're a very sexy, sensuous woman.
Yes.
Did you always feel like that?
No, there's a lot of societal pressure, I think, especially growing up as a young person. In my teen years, my college years, it was very hard. There's a lot of pressure to fit in, and I think you get so many negative messages, you really feel like, I'm never going to have a boyfriend, I'm never going to get married, I'm never going to do any of those things, and you just shut down that part of yourself.
And do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Yes? Yeah. Is he a thin man?
Yeah, average size.
He is an average size man.
Yes.
When people look at you, let's be really honest, when they look at you and they see, as that woman said earlier, and you've said yourself, you love to have everything hanging out. You have you don't feel any sense of, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say embarrassment, that you have all this, but then I think that's not a very, very nice way to put it. But I'm wondering if that's what people think when they say, how can she do that? She's so big.
Yeah, but for me, that's their problem. I know that some people looking at me are, they're not pleased. It's not their particular style. But if they can just maybe drop that for a minute, drop their feelings of judgment for a minute and see me for who I am, for what I want to do, and see that there is beauty in fat people. That's just the way it is.
You've experienced a lot of prejudice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tell us the story about when you go shopping, what some people say to you when they look at your shopping cart.
Oh, well, that hasn't happened to me personally. I did one time, was coming out of a store with an ice cream cone and had an older gentleman say, oh, you shouldn't have that. Not his business, not his business. And I've had friends who have been shopping and actually had people come and take things out of their shopping cart. And it's I don't know where people get the permission to feel that they can do that, except, again, it's the judgment. They feel they have a right to judge fat people.
Why do you think there is that prejudice?
I think there's a lot of mythology that goes on about people have the idea that a fat person that, well, everybody has this idea that their bodies can be totally under their control. I think this is a media lie. I think it's a media myth. We get sold it all the time. You know, people are, the advertising is you can have the body you want, just do this, just do that. But if people look at their own experiences, I went through 15 years of dieting, up and down, up and down. And it's possible to lose weight, but 98% of people who lose weight on any diet gain it all back within 5 years.
But if I said to you, Rhonda, if you could close your eyes and wake up thin, not skinny, but thin, or thinner, and you didn't have to do anything, but you could actually have that kind of body, would you want that kind of body?
I've never experienced that, so I can't really say. I don't really think I might not be comfortable that way.
Really?
Yeah.
And the man who you're involved with, he accepts you totally this way?
Yeah, so I'm dating 2 right now. Don't tell him. Yeah, so they're not just accepting, but actually sought me out, you know, principally because of my size. In a perfect world, I guess people wouldn't first look at the package. You know, they would really just go for the inner soul and spirit and all that stuff. But in the world we live in, people are attracted to the package, and that was what attracted both these gentlemen.
You have, it's easy to see just from the way you talk about yourself and the way you move and that you have a tremendous amount of self-esteem. It's hard to, I mean, that didn't happen overnight.
Oh, no. It's a process that you go through. I think you need, for me, the turning point came when I finally realized I've been doing the same thing for 15 years, and one of the definitions of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. So I said, well, I'm not crazy. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I did find support groups. There are national support groups and now international for people who say enough of the diet madness, you know, accept me as I am. And I started a dating service and social club for large-sized people in '85. As a matter of fact, we've had over 32 marriages since that time. Yeah.
Well, Rhonda, what about you, marriage?
I'm still looking. I'm very picky. That's
How old are you now?
I'm 42.
Oh, wait a minute, the biological clock.
Ticking, yeah.
Go thump.
The alarm went off a long time ago. I just ignored it.
Children?
Actually, through my teaching, I have plenty of contact with kids. I have a big family, lots of nephews and nieces, and cats. So at this point, I don't feel the necessity of having my own child.
Okay, now you said that the man that you date sought you out because of your size, actually the 2 men you're dating. And in just a minute, you are going to make, he is such a hunk, wait till he comes out here. And he says that you haven't lived until you've made love with a 350-pound woman. We'll be back with them in just a minute. You're wonderful. Thank you. But you don't forget talking today about being overweight and feeling really sexy, and I would say, Rhonda, that you really feel like a sexy woman, don't you?
That's absolutely right, yes.
Absolutely. Now, what do you see when you see Rhonda? Do you see a sexy woman?
I don't, no. For me personally, if she lost about 200 pounds, she'd be sexy.
Yes, but there are some men, if I gain...
That's just the way I feel.
Yeah, well,
that's just the way I feel.
He has a right to his preference, but I would like to point out that there are men that if I gained about 200 pounds, I would also be more to their preference.
Really?
Oh, yes.
All
Not for me.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Felix, I want you to meet Felix and Michelle. Felix, you heard what he said. He said that if she lost a couple of 100 pounds, then he would find her sexy. In your particular case, you are married to a woman who weighs, what, over 300 pounds? Am I right? Okay.
Right.
And that's Michelle. And when you hear, is that the opinion that he expressed, is that a kind of general feeling a lot of men have when they see?
I think so. I think that's pretty much the average male idea of a woman. I was there one time until I met Michelle, And you know, it's not, if you get past the package and find out what's inside the person and get to know them, and then you'll be surprised some things you'll find out.
Now, you have said that if you haven't made love, you haven't lived until you've made love to a 300-pound woman. You believe that, right?
Right.
Okay, tell us why.
There's,
You know you want me to ask that, right?
Waiting.
because there's more to love. It's soft, it's sensual, it's warm. It's until you've been there, you don't understand it.
But you used
I
to
did.
date thin women.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't date anyone that was over 15 pounds overweight.
And you're a slim
mean,
man yourself.
Yeah.
All right, now,
And people that meet us or people that know us both are surprised that we're together. I mean, they know her in one light, and they know me, and they're like, this doesn't match. You know?
but do they kind of think, Michelle, what's he doing with her?
I have come up against the same prejudice myself as far as him being black. Why is she with him? It's all in people's minds, what they believe, what they accept, what they don't accept. So that we both have the attitude that is your problem, that is not our problem. There are many, many people that can't even come close to being as happy as we are.
I think people really have a stereotype that if you're going to be happy, you have to be a certain size, look a certain way, have a certain hair color, have a certain style. It's just not true. I think once you accept yourself and go from there,
It's all
love
facade.
yourself, yeah, then you're going to be able to find love and break those stereotypes.
Now, when you said that you used to date women who were thin, and if they were even 15 pounds overweight, you would take them up.
Yeah, I was like-
Why'd you change your mind?
Why? Michelle and I have known each other for years and years. We were just platonic friends. I used to bring my girlfriends by there for her to inspect them, and and pick their brains and say, okay, what do you think of her or whatever. It was if someone had told me, 15 years ago that we'd be married now, I'd have laughed in their face. But just something happened. She was just a friend. I got past the stereotype of her being overweight. She was just a friend, and I wasn't looking for her to date, and something happened magic one night, and here we are.
Do a lot of women hit on him, Michelle?
I would think so. Black women especially, it's the truth though. Black women are very adamant about, first of all, you're with someone white and she's overweight. What is the problem here? But we have reached each other. We are
Wait,
truly
someone say
believe
here
we're
it's true.
soulmates.
Do you think that? Do you think that when you come on? Don't be chicken on me here now.
In all honesty, I've passed couples similar looking, and I've said to girlfriends, my gosh, what's the matter with me? That was before I got married, of course. What's the matter with me? Why is he, first of all, like she said, dating a white woman and a fat white woman? I've said it before, and I'm sure if we're honest with ourselves, other black women, we say it, we do.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, but it's like you don't, you get past that. You get past all of the crap, and then you get down to the meat of the subject.
And the meat of the subject is that you think she is what, the sexiest woman you've ever been with?
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
I mean,
in
look at
every
her.
way.
She can just give you a certain look, a certain time, or whatever, and just and I know what that means, and I know what's behind that.
And
look.
you're ready to rip your clothes off, is that it?
Here I am.
Now, wait, just before. Hold on. There's a lot of women here who'd love to give you that look. I just know that. You're a very, he says you're a really sensual woman, Michelle. So Rhonda wants to do something for you to help you really turn on Felix.
I know you like to please. I know you'd like to please. Come on, stand up for a minute. Let me show you something. Come on. Do I have to do this? Yes. All right. But I can do it anyway. Okay, here we go. You need to do just a little bit of decoration. Here we go. And we're just going to do a couple simple hip movements. Okay, we're going to do a hip circle. Go up to 2 o'clock. Where is the clock? 6, 9, 12, and then look good. There we go. And go to. And back right after this. Very good. You're a good sport, Michelle.
We're talking today to women who are overweight and sexy and to some of the men who love them. And a little later on, we're going to see a fabulous fashion show that's affordable, where the clothing, because a lot of overweight women say that they cannot find anything that's really great to wear unless it's incredibly expensive. So there's a great fashion show coming up. Go ahead.
I have a comment. My father used to say to me, and several other people do, that you have such a beautiful face, you have such a bubbly personality. If only you could lose the weight, the world would be your oyster. What's the problem?
Yeah, Michelle, you're nodding your head. You've heard that.
I've heard it a million times. You are still the same person. Fat, thin, black, white, it doesn't matter. It has to come. What happens to you when you're 60 years old? Yeah. Whether thin or not, you know, you're still getting old. You're still getting gray. You're still going to be hopefully the same person. And the person inside, if somebody can't see that, then they're not worth it. It's what my parents used to tell me. If they were your friends, they wouldn't do that. Well, I mean, it's across the board, adults and children.
And you're beautiful just the way you are. You really are.
Yeah. All right, how do you respond to people, let's say someone said to you that this is really a cop-out, that you are saying that you're happy that you look like this because it means you don't have to lose weight, and it makes life easier for you in that sense. How do you respond to that?
The thinnest I ever was, I weighed 200 pounds. I never ate a meal. I exercised 7 times a day, and that was it. And I was totally miserable. I was mean to my children. I didn't have, I mean, I was obsessed. It was my whole
Every
life.
diet that you can think of, she's been on it. She's done, I mean.
I eat healthier than anyone I know. My girlfriend comes to work and has candy bars in her hand. I have yogurt and grape nuts. Give me a break, right?
So how come you're so large, if that's the case?
It's just the way it is. It's just like I have red hair, my hair's curly. It's just the way it is.
Right.
It's the same reason someone else is black or white or green,
Tall.
It's genetics.
tall, thin.
It's genetic. A lot of it is genetics. Naturally, it's, you know, some people are overweight because of their eating habits. But however, the majority of the people that I feel that are overweight, it's genetics.
Yeah, if
You
you
know,
look at your
I mean, no matter
family-
what you.
Oh, his sister has never lifted anything besides a book. She has gotten muscles you cannot believe. In her arms, in her legs, it's just there.
Go ahead.
Well, who's to say who's fat?
Exactly.
Yeah, and who's
Am
to
I
say
fat? Are you fat?
I don't know. What do you think? You think I'm fat?
Getting
You're
worried now.
fatter than some people.
That's true. I am. Yes.
That's right. And I'm fatter than some people. And
So do you think you're fat?
yes.
Do you think you're
But
se-
I don't really care too
Do you think
much.
you're sexy?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh, there you see. All right.
You know, Shirley, if I could.
Well, Crystal, Isreal, I'm thinking about you. You're a model. You have a model for Spiegel catalog, for Big Beautiful Woman magazine, Women's Day, and you have an upcoming booking in Essence magazine. And you are very beautiful. You used to be a size.
I used to be a size 10. That's where I started in the plus size industry. Then I was a size 12. Then I was a size 14. And now I'm a size 16. Weight is a very hard thing to control. And I don't even try and control it anymore because I am happy the way that I am. I'm tired of being on diets. I'm tired of having to try so hard to be something that someone else wants me to be. I am who I am, and I'm happy with who I am right now.
How much do you weigh now?
Right now, I'm probably about 180 pounds.
Okay, now for some, as this woman pointed out earlier, for some women, that's a wonderful, they wish they could be 185 pounds.
everything's
But for a
relative.
model, that's not an ideal weight.
But I'm a plus size model. I'm not trying to be a stick. I'm not trying to be a size 6. I'm not trying to be anything but what I am right now.
What about the prejudice?
Where do you want to start? There's
Yeah.
prejudice because I'm a woman, there's prejudice because I'm black, and there's prejudice because I'm not a size 6. But the most important thing is to be happy with who you are and to be happy with whatever size you are right now.
And have you always been this comfortable with yourself?
Of course not. When I was younger, I was called fat, I was called chunky, I was called porky. I was told that I would never get anywhere. I had a very low self-esteem, thought I would never have a boyfriend, will never get married, never have kids. This is me, this is my life. I have to do what I have to do for myself, and I have to make myself happy.
Okay, just let me, Suzanne, would you just stand up for me? This is Suzanne Kelman. She's a journalist, and she wrote a piece for Chatelaine magazine It had to do with overweight women, how society sees them. And when you hear these women talking about it, how does it, compare to what was in your article? Because you read the article, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What did you think about it?
I can't believe that you actually wrote something like that, and I can't believe that after writing something like that, you would actually stand up and admit it.
What is it about it that bothered you so much?
What is it that bothered me so much? There were things like you couldn't understand how an overweight woman could look in the mirror and think she was sexy or think that she looked good. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. I said that.
Who are you to judge anybody else but yourself?
But that's what I was saying. This is how I feel for me. A woman who was very overweight talked about not understanding at 220 pounds how someone could look at this body, and she talked about looking it in the mirror and not think that it was beautiful. I don't, and I think more women are like me in that way than are able to feel the way that you are. We don't want to be that weight. I'm sorry. You have a wonderful attitude, Rhonda. You are obviously a really healthy and lovable person, but I wish you'd switch to tap dancing or flamenco or something where the midriff was covered up.
Yes, but that's your problem. That's
Maybe.
not my problem. That's your problem. Can I say something? Because I'm not dancing for you generally. The people I dance for who really appreciate me, especially the men, they love my body. They're interested in flesh. They're interested in softness and curves and roundness, and they love it, and I love it. My body is great. It gives me a lot of pleasure. I'm happy with it, and I really feel sorry that you're not able to feel that way. I really do.
Yeah, but to be fair to her, it's not just how she feels. This is a view society takes.
Oh, it's standard.
And she when she was researching this piece, this was, I mean, many big women expressed this feeling about themselves, did they not?
Absolutely. Yes.
That they wish they could be thin people.
It's because the media portrays that so much,
and
and
it's been
they
for a
put that in your
long,
head.
long time. This has really penetrated very deep in a lot of us. Now, one of the things I did say in the article is that the standards of beauty differ enormously in different places and at different times. But I'd have to say at the 300-pound level, except maybe for Tonga and Hawaii before the American missionaries arrived, that's generally been heavier than what's been regarded as sexually attractive.
Obviously not an art history major. Because
300
there are
pounds,
Rubens, there are
There is
tremendous
Rubens.
models in art all the way back until the ancient times.
But the majority of them are thinner than that. That's particular periods.
Well,
all
it's
I'm saying
everybody's
is I'm
taste.
glad you're happy, and I think you as a couple are terrific. And what I really admire is this, that you're together not because Felix found heavy women attractive, because he was interested in a particular type, but you got the best thing at all. You actually got to know one another as people and to know what was inside. And to be fair to me, while I did say in the article that there were limits to how attractive I could find fat and to how much I could accept my own body, which I feel to be overweight, I feel that we do overemphasize it enormously. And I was very glad you raised the issue of racism because it's equally irrational. Rhonda's weight, Crystal's weight, doesn't say anything about them as people.
And yet we react as a society to them. And I'm thinking about Oprah, who I think one of Oprah's greatest attractions to North America was the fact that she was an overweight woman. Overweight and black and looked like so many other women. And now she's trying to lose weight because she's getting married. She's lost a lot of weight. She really has. She lost, then she gained, but now she's slimming down slowly. Roseanne Barr was huge. Remember how big she was? Now she's slimming down. So you see that sort of the portrayal of women in the media, powerful women in the media, they start off big, and I mean, whether they're succumbing to media pressure or not, or societal pressure, then they start to lose weight, let's face it.
That's very, very sad.
Yeah. I really think
It's
this
a
is
yo-yo, it's up and down too. I mean, they have to work so hard, they have to put so much energy into doing that, that it's spending a lot of their time and a lot of their energy in just being that, to look that way.
And another thing, I got to jump in here because I have to go a break, but another thing that big women complain about is that there's no affordable clothing and beautiful clothing for them. But we're going to change all that today because we've got the hottest and large size fashions from Europe and North America that you've ever seen, everything from day wear to sexy lingerie to stunning evening wear, right up to size 28, and all that when we come back right after this. we're talking about being overweight and sexy, and one of the biggest complaints women have is that if they are overweight, they go shopping, the clothes are really awful. But today we promised you that we are going to change all that. Let me introduce you to Katlean DeMonchy. She is a leading fashion expert and former model, and she says that designers and clothing manufacturers are finally waking up to a new reality. What is that new reality?
Well, 2 out of 5 women are over the size 14, and 1 out of 2 are under 35. So it's smart business for designers to wake up and smell the coffee, because
well, that's an
North
incredible
America
market.
is
half of North
large.
America, half of the women in North America are overweight then?
That's right.
Or large. I'm not, is
But
that a bad word
as
to
you've seen
say?
in other segments, it doesn't have to do with that they're fat. A lot of them are just their metabolism. My sister, and I'm a size 6, my sister's a size 12.
Well, you brought us some clothing today that's
Yes.
really great. Where's it from?
Our first segment is the trendiest that's out there, and it's from the Spiegel catalog, the Spiegel For You catalog. Let's take a look.
This is great.
If you buy one thing this season, and it doesn't matter what size you are, it's the vest. It's a long swashbuckling vest with a wide pant and a long shirt. This started on Chanel, on the runways of Chanel, but this is affordable. All 3 pieces are under $200. Isn't that terrific?
That is wonderful.
Now, glamour probably began with the first woman, and throughout history, red has been the #1 color to attract the opposite sex. So here's to the lady in red, ooh la la. Her suit is fitted in the waist and will take her to the office as well as out on the town. Now note how beautifully the nails complete the outfit, and in no time at all, because I used Q-Tex nail color.
That's Kimberly.
Now here's Kimberly. She's wearing a knitwear outfit. Knits are big, and who said plus sizes can't wear knits? Now, all 3 pieces are under $165, so this is a sensational outfit. Thank you. Jules and Anna are looking terrific. One is wearing suede. Jules is wearing suede, and what I call the miracle jacket. It's only $99, and you could wear this, you could see, with leggings on the weekend. Here it's ready for the office. And another example of red, the Sgt. Pepper jacket with the black collar and leather, which of course you might think plus sizes can't wear leather. Well, they're wrong. Here it is. Thank you, ladies. Now that completes our looks from Spiegel. Here are 2 looks from Peter Nygaard, one of our top designers. It's sensuous, it's silk, and they're about $650.
Now, Peter
Isn't that
Nygaard is a
gorgeous?
Canadian designer, but his clothing's available in Saks all over the U.S. So those hats are gorgeous.
Absolutely. These are from Linda Eastwood, and they're one of a kind. And as you can see, a hat can add a lot of attitude. As a matter of fact, Linda says they're like blue jeans. Just put them on, don't think about it anymore. Voila, you're ready to go. So no more bad hair days, ladies.
We should give some prices, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here we are. And this is the beginning of our weekend wear segment. Here's Crystal in an ombre plaid and a pant. Doesn't she look beautiful?
That is great. And she looks comfortable and very, I think she looks very sexy in that.
Now, here's a dress, a polo dress, and you could imagine adding a jacket to this. You could take this from the weekend to work, and that's what modern dressing is all about. Versatile pieces that look good, of course, with one of Linda Eastwood's terrific hats.
Now, where is this outfit from?
This is from the Spiegel Spiegel
really?
For You, which is the plus-size catalog.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, fisherman knits, stirrup pants. They're the hottest look for regular-sized women. Well, here we have it on Jane in plus sizes. And as you can see, it's all one color from head to toe. Petite ladies, here's a tip. Dress in one color from head to toe and you'll look taller.
Now, just to let you know that the sweater's $69, the pants are $42. I don't know how much the shoes are, though. They sure are
The
great.
shoes are $40.
$40. Thank you very much, Jane.
Thank you. Now, layering is a hot look for everyone this season. And you would think if you're a bigger woman, you can't wear it. Well, here again, we can prove that wrong. You've got a jacket, which would have looked very good with the dress that we just saw. Green denim, so denim isn't just blue anymore. And with the turtleneck underneath. Everything's washable, and all 5 pieces are
Let me
under
run some
$200.
prices by you. The shirt's $49, the mock turtle's $19, and the pants are $42.
Great prices.
They are really great prices.
So you see, you don't have to be a size 8 to look fabulous, right?
I think a lot of the women who are watching this today are going to say, I didn't even know clothes like that were really available to me. Here's some more.
Here's some more. Here are two gals in Big, Bold, and Beautiful. You know, Jackie Hope's been dressing some of Toronto's celebrities for the last 10 years. And here are two of her models in sweats. But you know, even women who love and who are fashionable sometimes want to be casual. And here's a terrific look.
So this is all part of the weekend wear look.
It sure is. And we want to thank Jackie and Big, Bold, and Beautiful for all of our models today. Thank you, ladies.
Great.
You look
all right.
Now,
that completes our weekend in trendy wear. When we come back, we will see some of the hottest and sexiest lingerie for those romantic evenings in just a moment. Today we're doing a fashion show, overweight and sexy. How sexy can you get? Let's take a look at these. Beautiful. Wow.
you can get... You know, Shirley, it used to be that there was only lingerie that was support lingerie for plus-size women. But now, look, I mean, these are pretty hot numbers. They're from the Heinz gift shop, and this is strictly a mail order situation. You've got the purple charmeuse on the left, and the fuchsia teddy with the kimono on the top on the right. They're both beautiful and really pretty, and about $36 a piece. Thank you, ladies. I don't know if you saw the cover of Vanity Fair this month. Julia Roberts is on it. She's wearing a black dress that looks something like this little number, so I dare you to wear this out. Some people might.
Yeah, they might.
With the little feathers on the sleeve.
How much is the
It's
black
just
number?
really, really pretty. The black number is 49, and the jacket is 55.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the red?
And red, of course, you know I love ladies in red. What can I tell you? Here is Christine. She's got a little teddyette and the sheer back and the charmeuse top, which is really soft and pretty. You could even wear that out.
A little bit and let's see how that.
If she dares. Ooh la la!
That's it. That's very
And here's
sexy.
Jules and our little purple baby doll. So when you want to be soft and romantic, this completes our look from the Heinz catalog, which, as you can see, is affordable, washable, and easy care.
That is great.
And some of the things I may say were too sexy for me to bring. I couldn't bring.
Really? They were that provocative?
Yes.
Honestly. So there, you know,
You want to
it's
check
there.
out the
Sexy
catalog.
stuff for women. Oh.
Now, we haven't finished. When you want beautiful silks, and only the best will do, the Silhouettes catalog has just stunning lingerie. This is silk, and you can see this teddy. Mila just felt so sexy, she put on her high heels and strut her stuff. I had her with a pajama. She said, no, I just want to come out in this. So there, voila.
And this is
there you got it.
$49.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Mila.
Thank you, Mila.
Jane and Anne are our ladies in black. Anna is wearing the sensuous black poet style sleep shirt with cuffs. You know, these cuffs are really big and ready to wear, and here they are in sleepwear. And Jane has a sexy pajama, which you could almost wear out in the evening. If you put a lot of jewelry, change the belt, you could go out for a night on the town in this, or just lounge around and be comfortable. So beautiful fashions from the Silhouette
Now, the
catalog.
black pajama set is $99. I have here $99.
$99 for the bathrobe and $59 for the pants. They're pure silk.
All right, now, this is beautiful, and it's nice to know that bigger women will have something really sexy to wear. But, you know, you want to go out and have a wonderful evening, whether it's to the theater or a special occasion, and when you come back, you are going to see gorgeous, elegant evening wear, and it's affordable. So come back in just a moment. We're looking today at fashions for the large size women, and let's take a look at some beautiful evening wear.
Well, when it comes to evening wear, we all want to look great, but we don't want to spend a fortune. And a great source for the latest styles that are very affordable is the Silhouettes catalog. This is a versatile dress and a jacket that you could wear to the office and then accessorize with pearls and a beautiful hat like this one from Linda Eastwood, and voila, you're ready for a dinner out on the town.
And what does this cost?
This is about $150 for both pieces. I'm sorry, no, I made a mistake. $89.
$89, even better.
It's half
yes.
the price. We like that. That lace dressing is really hot. A lot of the models in Europe are wearing it. The type of vintage dressing. This is also
lovely.
from Silhouettes. It's really pretty, and it has a broomstick skirt, and it's $169. And Jane is wearing Silhouette's #1 outfit. Imagine dancing in this, the way this skirt moves. Isn't that beautiful?
It is. It's
the
very
purple
feminine.
chiffon, and of course purple is one of the most pretty colors for blondes. And this is $200. Thank you, Jane.
Look at this.
Now sequins, of course, razzle dazzle. I mean, every woman just feels just beautifully elegant in sequins. And Sharon is wearing our pants. Here's the palazzo pant in a sequin with a copper vest. And you could just take this vest and put it with a pair of jeans and dress it down. That's what eclectic dressing is. Isn't it beautiful?
Do you like that? It's beautiful.
All three pieces are $270. And of course, when you have a very, very special occasion, black, there's nothing like black. Makes you feel really sexy.
Let's
and
just
here
give
it
us
is
some
with
quick
gold.
prices here. The $89 for the palazzo pants and $119, I think, for the...
It's $270 for the whole outfit.
$270 for the whole outfit, and $279 for this gown. Beautiful.
Right.
Thank you very much.
And the shoes also come from the catalog. They're $60.
The shoes as well. Oh, great.
Yeah, so you one-stop shopping makes it convenient.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
And here is Christine. She is just so beautiful. And this is a drop-dead dress. Look at this. Who says plus size isn't sexy? I mean, my God. A little leg there, a little cleavage, and voila, you're ready to make any guy is going to drop dead. She's gorgeous.
That's
Beautiful dress. And that's
$259.
$259. It's an investment dress. You'd have it for many years. Now that completes our affordable portion of the presentation. Valentino. Now, have you heard of Valentino, ladies?
Of course.
He dressed Elizabeth Taylor in her new wedding dress. When he dresses Susan Sarandon, she's on the best dressed list. So he dresses celebrities, and now he has a plus size line.
Does he dress Roseanne Barr too?
No.
Oh.
No. Not yet, but you never know.
Maybe he should.
This is gorgeous. Well, maybe after this show he will. You never know.
This is Kimberly's in a royal blue dress, silk crepe
isn't
with
it beautiful?
diamond buttons.
And the diamante buttons, and the jewelry is all from Valentino. Every single detail.
Now this isn't cheap, ladies. $600.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
yes.
designer prices.
Designer prices for designer outfits
and Mila. Look at Mila. The detailing, though, is just exquisite with the braid on the pockets and the rhinestone buttons. And, you know, Valentino in his collection line is about $3,000. So this is fairly affordable for a designer garment. It's $600.
Oh, it's $700, I think. I've gotten it.
This is $700.
$700.
Sorry.
Yes, but you know what? I have to tell you that if you buy a suit like this, you can wear it to all kinds of functions. Thank you so much.
You could have this suit for 10 years if your
Beautiful.
weight doesn't go up and down.
All right. Well, our finale in just a moment. You remember Crystal? She was with us earlier in the show. Beautiful model. She's going to come back now. She's going to be our big, bold, and beautiful bride. Back in just a moment. We're talking today about being overweight and sexy. Go ahead.
I really enjoyed the models, but I would like to see more my size. A lot of these girls look great. They're size 16, but I would not look like that in those clothes. I would like to see larger women out there. I look around, a lot of my friends are my size.
Oh, that's not true. We had a couple of models there that were in the 20s, did we not? There's a blonde, one of the blonde young lady.
They were 14, 16, and 18. Those were the sizes we had.
And 18.
I would
18.
I would say a lot of my friends are in the 20s. And they're beautiful women, but they wouldn't look like that. I'd like to see catalogs. I'd like to see models that are actually my size or maybe even a larger, so we can see what those clothes are going to look like on us, because they're not going to look like that on us.
Yeah, but, you know, I got to tell you, to be fair, when I see models on the runway and they're size 4 or 3 or 1 or whatever they are, 0. I know that I'm not going to look like that in the clothes. I don't have to see necessarily a size 12 body to know how. So I think it's the same thing. I mean, they put. I don't think it's an overweight thing. They put skinny women. I mean, look, what do you see on the cover of, see the People magazine, the cover? Look at that underfed, skinny-looking little thing. Do you want to look like her?
Kate Moss.
I don't either.
She's
but
the hottest
I do.
model.
Huh?
She's a hot model.
She's a hot model.
But you know, there has been scientific research done, and unfortunately, I happen to agree with you that why not show super large women? However, apparently, just like women rather look at Cindy Crawford in a Revlon ad than an uglier woman, people buy more scientifically if the models are size 12.
Okay, Siri, go ahead.
Men who don't like these bigger women or are afraid, they have an insecurity about themselves. They don't have enough masculinity to realize that the bigger the package, just the more there is to love. And the bigger the package, the more beauty there is, you know?
I think I'm getting insecure. All right, there was this lady over here. Let me run up here for you, my dear.
Shirley, why when they make the big sizes, they don't make them for short, stout ladies? I know I'll go into Pennington's or Liz Porter, and the pockets and everything are right down on my seat.
So how short are you?
5 feet.
5 feet. Well, here, I don't know. I'm 5'10". We all got our problems, girls. That's all I can tell you. I'm 5'10", and I go in there, and all the sleeves are up to here on me, and the pants are up to here. And I say to myself, isn't there anybody else in the world out there who's 5 foot 10 inches tall who goes shopping? But so I think short, tall, thin, not so big. We all have our problems, and that's thank God for alterationists. Okay, this lady here. Thank God for my alterations. Maria, I love you. Okay, all right.
My comment was very similar to hers. Why don't they make like clothes for shorter people?
All right, let's ask
same with bathing suits.
They do.
All
they
the bathing
do.
suits
I
I've
don't know
seen-
about in Canada, but in the United States they do.
Yeah, you know all
for
the
example, the Spiegel catalog has 3 lengths. For very tall people have the same problem, mind you. For tall, for shorter, and regular. There's 3 lengths in every garment.
You know all the bikinis, what they sell in the stores, they're always like for smaller breasted women. Why don't they make them for bigger,
They do.
women?
There's the Spiegel catalog has swimwear. A.B. Lambden does, but it's recent. It's in the last couple years. And there's not a huge selection yet. It's still limited.
I have a lot of trouble getting them.
Okay, go ahead.
On the other side of the coin, the other side of the fence, like in Canada, we do sell Petite Plus at a leading fashion store called Eaton's. And it's, can you tell
Yay
maybe
for
I might work at Eaton's?
Yeah, no, I could never tell. God, you were so much too subtle for me.
Well, we do sell Petite Plus.
Okay, big, tall, short. One thing that we all dream about as women is being a beautiful bride. And I think that women who are in plus sizes sometimes have difficulty finding the perfect gown. Earlier in the program, we met Crystal, who's a model, and a beautiful model, a beautiful young woman. And we are going to now see her in this gorgeous wedding gown. She looks absolutely divine. So please, oh, look at her. Ooh, here she is. Tell me about this gown.
Well, every great fashion show ends with a bride, and today is no exception. Crystal's wearing a traditional bridal gown from Maury Lee. It's made of satin, re-embroidered lace, and with a modified sweetheart neck and a long tapered sleeve. Also a very long train. And it's only $709, considering how gorgeous that is.
That is you. Look at that train. I've got to get
really
up
good
here.
price.
Hold on. I've got to get up here and just show you this train here. Hold on.
Now, I want to be a bride again. I don't know
Look at
about
that.
you,
Isn't
but that
look,
dress is
isn't
just
that beautiful?
gorgeous.
It is stunning. That is magnificent. Now, it has been, I think the fashions have been really beautiful. I love, when they asked me about doing the show today, I said, I want to see women in sexy lingerie. I want women who are bigger to know that we think they look beautiful. And I think today we accomplished a lot. We were all struck at the beginning of the program by the self-esteem and the confidence these women had, and I just want to applaud them. I think they were wonderful. And I want to thank you for helping us put this wonderful show together. And to
Delighted
all
to
of the
be here.
models,
All these beautiful models. Thank you, ladies. Did a great job.
I want to thank all of the models. You were wonderful, and especially to you.
Thank you.
And everyone here in the audience and you at home for joining us today. It's been wonderful having you here.
For a transcript of today's program, call InfoMart at 1-800-663-3607. Shirley's wardrobe today designed by Sunny Choi. Available exclusively through the Sunny Choi Fashion House. Shirley's guests stay at the beautifully restored Royal York Hotel in the heart of downtown Toronto. Transportation for Shirley's guests provided by Bob Bannerman Motors, Toronto's Jeep specialists for 33 years. Catering for Shirley's guests and studio audiences provided by KFC.